Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Stanley Parable. You guys seem to enjoy this last time, so I'm going to do a little bit more of it. If my face is like purple and it looks like I got like smacked in the face and the whole thing is black and blue, it's because it's dark outside and I blew up another lamp. You guys know the deal. And that lighting is never the real thing. Issue. Start game now. I'm going to try not to cut this one as much because, I don't know, I just want to talk to you guys. I haven't gotten to talk to you in a little bit, for me anyway, for you. So that was weird. I don't know what just happened with my life there. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys because I haven't gotten to talk to you for a while. As I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard. But maybe want to play this game again. Is today I was helping my dad install carpet for the, to get the cash flow. And we were in an office, and the office that we had to install carpet in was, well, it wasn't an office. It was a conference. Word. It was a conference room, and it was a lot like the conference room in this game. And I don't know, I was just like, I should play Stanley Parable because you guys enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. It's an all-around fun time. I want to hit all these computer screens, actually. So let us do. Oh. Did we do it? Did I get the good ending or the bad ending? I think last time we got the good ending and some other one. I don't remember what it was though. We'll find out. Is there more computers? Who knows? So let's defy him.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
no.
He entered the door.
No. I don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. I don't know if that's how the song actually goes, but I think it is. This conference room. Actually, it reminds me nothing of this one now that I look at it, but blue carpet.
Just to spend
Key.
a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's amazing.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
This is the worst game to talk to people in. Let's we never made it across this thing.
Stanley was so bad at following
Hold on a second.
it's incredible
I'll talk to you. Don't worry, people. The reason they use blue in office buildings, like if you ever been in an office building where they have cubicles and stuff, it's always like a blue-gray color most of the time, unless it's like some other fancy place and they think they're cool, which is not cool. They use blue because blue is a color that makes you feel more productive, and there's not a lot of yellow because yellow just makes people angry. Statistically, you just don't like yellow.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Fun facts with Freddy and his pixelated goddamn camera.
Difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's how I like it.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Is it him? Does he feel neglected? I love you, sir. I love you.
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Who's she? Are you gonna meet Mrs. Stanley?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
Oh, this is creepy as hell.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I want to pick it up. Make better video. Bright enough now, guys. I hope you like it. Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, please.
Can't move.
Keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Fresh
Okay,
baked.
there we go.
So I
All
like
right,
it.
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh, she's so sexy.
Gotcha.
Come here, baby.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point
I would commit my life to
to
Stanley.
get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry.
Whoa. Uncool.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning and employee 427, press 8 on your keyboard. No! No! Do you have nipples? No nipple having, bitch. I guess I have to.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button.
Now he's eating lunch. Oh, I could go for some lunch.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Yes, back to work, back to work, back to work, jump, boom, boom, back to work. I'm gonna push the keyboard. I'm gonna Stanley it up, dude. If I could grow up to be anybody, it'd be Stanley. Look at his wife.
Stanley,
I mean, come on.
wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic
Oh shit.
discoveries.
I don't know how long I've been doing this for. Probably not that long.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Fuck yeah.
So he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
That's crazy.
The thought
That would never happen.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Can't go through here. P to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Hey,
world,
oh.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinies.
Oh my god.
Down one path lay an enormous
Whoa.
with monitors and mind controls.
What?
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The Stanley Parable is a terrible name. Press V to what? Wait. What did I just agree to? Can't. Something happening? Press L to tell your wife you love her. I don't know, lady. I mean, you just give me this blank stare all day? All you do is organize your filing cabinets? What am I supposed to do when I get home? I can't make dinner. You block the doorway with a couch. Does the clock work? Ooh, it does. We're gonna find out if the minute changes. We're almost there. 15 seconds. You can do it, clock. Just keep ticking. You can do it. I feel like it does. I want to... It moved a little bit. It's moving. Get ready, clock. You can do it. I can't really tell if it did or if I just really wanted to. Hey, I love you. Yeah, even if you are got a light in your head. Hey, could you I know you're mad about the filing cabinet joke, but can we go sleep? There's a bed in here. This is not a fun day. Probably the least eventful ever. Just eerily silent. What is this? I'll stand by your side all through the lifetimes. Press 8 to question nothing. Ideas. This kid has them. I got ideas, man. How long do I need to wait here? I questioned that. I questioned wait time. Well, I'm too bored. I'm too bored for these shows. Alright, we're gonna listen to him this time.
When Stanley came to a set of
Left.
two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Okay. Yes. This room, this is what it reminded me of. Not, I'm stupid. This is exactly what it reminded me of. Except there were 3 whiteboards. You know? Tree. Broom closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
No!
upstairs.
I'm going down, I'm the opposite of Rocky right now. Going down the stairs.
But
Hey!
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
How did they get the car in here?
Post during work hours.
I didn't realize that last time. There's just a...
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken this
Yeah.
risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
In the same place.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence.
Ah, it's
in a single
okay.
moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as
Is
Stanley
it-
pondered this,
What?
he began to make other strange
I'm realizing what's happening now.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
It's Call of Duty. That's what this game is.
Behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
No.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Relieved Stanley felt to have finally found an answer.
I never do this. I never just sit down and play a game anymore.
Actually
It's
gone.
interesting.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
These rooms.
I suppose I'll wake up soon.
The room is real.
Go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
If you hear a dog barking in the background, that would be my dog.
and began to gently float above
Hey.
the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's not normal?
Now the
Uh-oh.
voice was describing itself
I need to get checked out.
by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
I'm
Thinking about how it's
dreaming
describing my thoughts.
of a white
And while he thought it all
Christmas,
I wondered if this voice
just like the ones I used to know.
This was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
Damn.
it? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh,
Now,
The
hearing
music.
voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
music, dog,
He would prove...
scary.
He would prove that
Not
he
good.
was in control. That this was a dream.
Okay.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, Box, I love
The
you.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my
I could be Stanley.
and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's supposed to
I'll push the buttons if I want to.
be. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yeah. Box! Hi, you're back.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
I am
Please,
real.
can someone tell me I am real. I must
getting
be
red
real.
here.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Poof.
This This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got
Dressed, got her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
But on
Whoa!
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Yeah?
He was obviously crazy.
What did she consider him?
As much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
My thumb.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
My thumb.
I
Thumb,
know
focus.
what's real and what
See it?
isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there.
She didn't do anything about it.
The body. And then she turned and ran.
Bye. Well, it might be the end is never the end. This is the end of the video, in fact. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.